Okay. As I was trying to record the first two times, welcome back to another episode of Dating and Other Chaos featuring the one and the only me. Um, so here's the thing, right, about dating. First, you have to enjoy doing it to do it. I enjoy flirting, I do not enjoy dating, and I feel like people need to understand that those are two very separate concepts. Um, because I like all of the things that lead up to being in a relationship. I do not necessarily want to be in a relationship, right? I can text you every day like you are the love of my life. Like nobody matters to me but you, and go on about my day. Is that toxic? Perhaps. Do I care? I'm working on being a better me. I am not actively a better me yet, okay? She's a work in progress. We have made strides since 2018. Okay, my frontal lobe isn't even quite fully developed yet because I'm only 24. Okay, keep that in mind. That being said, though, okay, I actually made like a little list, if you will, of some things that I have done in hindsight that are funny, but in actual real life and in practice are like I give myself the ick. You know what I mean? Like, and this isn't just like regular ick. It's not like, oh, I read my blog from high school ick. This is just like, girl, you need a hug. And you know what? I probably did. Uh, okay, so my little listy list, if you will. We're gonna start with this man who likes to pillow talk, knowing I only talk to him in daylight hours when my head is so far away from a pillow that, like, I just. Here's the thing. I like a little lighthearted banter, a little lighthearted flirting, okay? A good, hey, babe, how's it going? And then we move on. But if every other word out of your mouth is like, oh, baby, oh, babe, um, I can't do anything without thinking about you. Oh, I love you. You my wifey. First of all, I think the last time somebody said the word wifey on purpose, my sister was in high school. And Shorty getting kind of up there. Like, and Jasmine, I'm so sorry you had to catch a stray. But, like, it's giving to me the impression that you were writing notes in third period talking about two baby from Yo Boo song You Don't Know My Name by Alicia Keys. Like, those are the kind of vibes, okay? Like, I only lived that, like, the tail end of that, okay? By the time I was growing up and I was in middle school, we had Kick, okay? And you would change your name on Kick and your profile picture to somebody like holding hands or making a heart with their hands, that sort of thing. So for you to be wifeying me, like, will you be my wifey? Because that's what starts playing in my head when I see the word wifey on my phone. Ick. Um, then okay, that's just number one of just icky things. Now, do I know that technically, technically, that I am the problem here? Yes. Do I like it? No. Um, Again, am I self aware enough to know better? Yes. Self aware enough to do better. We're working on it. But I have also made it abundantly clear I am not interested romantically. Like, I'm still trying to figure out who I am as a person before I rush into a commitment. Because you looking for something I'm not. Anyway, next on my list, that time I accidentally. Okay, so it wasn't an accident, right? It was some sort of like a weird twist of fate where redacted, okay, because everybody's gonna be redacted. We're protecting everybody's identities here. Um, but I ended up meeting somebody when I was doing an event, and we ended up talking at Jamba Juice for like the better part of 5.5 hours, knowing good and well I had somewhere else I should have been driving at that point. And like, did we take a single picture together? No. Do we have anything other than memories to cement the fact that it's been a year since then? Nothing. Nada. Um, and the thing is, like, we're still cool. We still talk. And this one isn't that bad because, like, neither one of us. I'm a flirt. And I know that I'm a flirt. Okay? Like, I flirt for sport. It's fun. It's second nature. It's as easy as breathing is to me. And meeting somebody else who's like that, where our conversations are flirtatious by nature, but neither one of us are like, oh my god, he liked me, oh my god, she liked me. Like, it's so refreshing. Toxic, probably, possibly, maybe, but meh, c'est la vie, you know. um Now, did that whole situation have some sort of like romantic undertone? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that is nothing but an act of divine intervention, an act of God, okay? That I managed to pull over to take a break literally across the street from the hotel you were staying in. That is one of the most uncanny coincidences, considering we had met the night before and I didn't know you well enough to be like, oh yeah, where are you staying? That ain't my MO. That ain't my cup of tea. So for that to have literally just happened, like I literally pulled off the freeway and I'm like, I'm going to Jamba Juice. And I text you and I'm like, hey. You're like, hey, where are you at? And I'm like, in this city. And you're like, oh, I'm staying in the city. And I'm like, how funny. How far are you from X location? You're like, across the street. You can't make this stuff up. Like, you cannot take the plot points of my life and make them up. It's like somebody is rolling dice, okay? Somebody's playing My Life is a D&D game, and somebody rolled for chaos and rolled a 20. Like, that's the only explanation I have. um, Number 3 on this list, which is arguably, I'm not gonna say it's embarrassing, but like, it's perspective for sure. My last situationship, because, child, I wasn't even trying to end up in said situationship. It kind of just happened. Like, a mutual friend of mine and I started talking. Cool. But, like, I love you after 2 weeks. To us not speaking at all is kind of crazy, don't you? You don't know my middle name. You don't know my second middle name. Not the first one, because everybody knows the first one I go by Imani. But the second middle name, you never made it that far. You were on level 1. We didn't even. But like I said, I flirt for fun. Y'all flirt for real. You can't blame me for that. Would I have liked that one ending up as something more? Potentially. Maybe. But realistically, I didn't see it going any further than really what it was, so I'm not mad that it kind of just fizzled out and died when it did. Um, I wish you well. If you know this is about you, redacted. Godspeed. I hope that things start going better for you than I'm sure that they have been. But yeah. And I feel like this is the most mature thing I could say. Okay, I wasn't even unhinged this time. I'm proud. That's growth. Number 4 on my list. My type being anybody who is at least 1,500 miles away from where I'm at right now. And bonus points if you know where I'm at. Um, the thing about this plot point, this bullet point on my little list here, is that I think the most local of crushes I have had recently now lives in Portland, which is 5.5 hours away from where I'm at. So do what you will with that information, right? It's not my fault that I don't like anybody local, except for the fact that, like, have you met the locals? I am in a very conservative, okay, very homogenous town where I am the outlier for so many reasons. And that's okay. I have embraced my differences. I have kind of just embraced my role. But when it comes to dating and looking for people who have even similarly aligned values, the dating pool is about that big. And then even just on a like surface level in terms of aesthetics and looks, I like black cowboys. Okay, give me a Texan cowboy. Give me somebody on a trail ride down out of Houston. I could do something with that. Give me somebody out of Mississippi. Arkansas is a little bit iffy. Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, North or South Carolina. I don't have too many preferences, but I can't do nothing with. I know exactly what meme I'm about to put over this when I edit this video, and y'all are just gonna tell me to get off the internet, and I'm fine with that. But like, that's where I'm at with it. I like what I like, and what I like is not here, okay? Now, does me liking what I like mean that I make good decisions? Not always, no. Um, but I have my preferences just as somebody else has theirs. I'm not going to find anybody within my preferences up here, so I start looking further and further away. Mm. And besides, is it such a bad thing to broaden my horizons? Because let's be real, all of my crushes being so far away or romantic interest being so far away, I have traveled more than most people my age who graduated high school where I'm from. And I'm not saying that as a dig to them, but I'm just saying like my horizons broad. You know, there are so many different cultures and, you know, so much slang I have adopted, as most of my friends know. Like, I periodically have to post reminders on the internet like I'm not actually from Chicago because the city of Chicago has adopted me, and I love that. Like, you know, and besides, I'm not just looking for love. I am doing a nationwide talent search. You know, may the best man win. So far, all of y'all suck, but you know, may the best one win. You know, yeah. Okay, and then list number 5, or bullet number 5 on this list. Child, the men in the music industry. As a woman who's in the industry, both as an artist and an executive, right, I can wholeheartedly say, leave them industry men alone. Leave them alone. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Like, Jenna, I need to be. Go. Okay, as I was saying, music industry men, run. Like, my thing is, you're offering features as if they are foreplay. You are offering verses as if that is enough to. Here's the thing, it would be different if I was just talking about one man in the industry, right? But like the most notable example of industry men doing industry man shit, um, there's a song I did, and it was originally supposed to have a feature, and the feature didn't get back to me until like I want to say it was the day I was actually initially going to release the song because I was trying to release it on my ex's birthday. Jalen, if you are seeing this, I hope you are having a terrible day. Um, but like, so the feature, the guy who was doing the feature, actually, y'all know what song it is. It's a breakup song. It's Jupiter. So the guy who was supposed to be on the song is like, yeah, you know, I was trying to flirt with you on the verse a little bit. You were trying to what? What? It's a breakup song. Why are you trying to flirt with me on the verse? Okay. Okay. And it's just like, the professional in me wants to keep things professional, keep it cute, be mindful, be demure. But also, you're gonna stop playing with me and my artistry. Like, or, you know, people offering to mix tracks, give you beats, whatever, because they think you're gonna sit up and be their in house coachie. And I'm like, my brother in Christ, I literally had all the money to pay, all the intention to pay. Anything outside of that, you take that up with Jesus. Take it up in the front row or first pew on Sunday. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Or just the men in the industry thinking they are entitled to your attention or something. It's like, your Instagram followers do not matter to me. You're broke in real life. That's it. That's that's the tweet. You're broke. Like, the last hit song you had. Mm, mm. Nonetheless, nonetheless. Um. Anywho, next bullet point: rural dating horror stories. Here's the thing: I do not do much dating because of where I live. Um, but the interesting things that like men have said to me in the bar. If you know where I live in real life, if you know me in real life, then you know I don't frequent Jollies, but I'll be at Jollies sometimes. I need a little socialization with somebody who's not five. Okay, I get tired of watching Bluey too. Okay, and as a full-time parent, I do actually get tired of watching Bluey. Um, and it's just like some of the things I hear, it makes me wonder if people think before they speak. Like, oh, I was at the bar not too long ago with my homegirl Emma, and I'm in there minding my business, big hoops per usual, head wrapped because 10 times out of 9 when I go outside, my head is wrapped. Um, and this guy comes up, and I'm sitting there because, like I said, Jolly's is a very small bar because I live in a very small town. So you go up and you just go to the laptop and you turn on what you want to hear. And so this guy comes up to me, obviously drunk, like super duper drunk, and he's like, "Hey, are you controlling the music?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was putting something on." And he's like, "Play some Erykah Badu." And I start laughing because interesting request, but okay. So I throw on a little Miss Badu. And he's just sitting there. And when it comes on, he's like so perplexed. He's like, "Oh, what's this?" And I'm like, "Erykah Badu." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, you look like Erykah Badu." "Thank you," I say through gritted teeth with a very tight lipped smile. "Thank you. Thank you." Because I don't look like no goddamn Erykah Badu. I love me some Erykah Badu. I had just seen her the week beforehand. Actually, literally the weekend before this event occurred. And I was just like, okay. Or, you know, the men who will try to hit you with the grand rising. I understand the sentiment behind it, right? I get what you're trying to do. Stop doing it. I beg of you. You could literally just be like, "Hey, twin, what's up? What's up? Good morning." I peaceful risings, have a great day. But like grand rising just makes me think you are a head ass. Like you gonna tell me that eating corn when I was like 7 is why my periods are so bad now. That's the hotepery that I just or just oh, you know, yeah, I like your whole look. I like what you got going on. Sir, I am wearing all black. Everything is covered. Like you can't see my necklace. You can't see. Oh yeah, I love what you've done with your hair. Thanks. And do I know that generally these people mean well? Yes. Yet and still, I can't help but laugh sometimes because it's just like, okay, there was another weekend. Emma and I want to say it was not last weekend, but the weekend before, maybe. But we had gone out to the bar down in Mount Shasta, which, you know, it wasn't really popping, but we went anyway just because we had nothing better to do. And this guy's like, "Oh yeah, you're such a badass. You're so badass." And I'm like, "Thank you." And all I had done was walk in the bar. I walked in, sat at the bar. He said, "Oh yeah, you're so brave. You're so brave." And I'm like, "Did I just stumble into a Klan rally? Like feed me the context I am missing." And he's just like, "Oh yeah, you know, yeah, Black Power." Shut the hell up. Like what? And that was my sixth and final bullet point. But just some other things. Actually, you know what? No, this is where we're gonna end this video because I need y'all to just ruminate and marinate on the things I have said, and more importantly, the things I didn't say, which y'all caught. We'll be back with some more later.